Now let's work on creating this create.html template. So we want to create that in the posts app which we have. So in the posts app, let's create a new folder called as templates. And inside the templates folder, let's create another folder with the same name, which is posts. Once this is created, now inside the posts app, I have to create that particular template, which is the actual template create.html. Okay, so now this particular template also needs to inherit from the base template which we have in our users app. So in the users app, if we go to the templates, this is the template we want to inherit from. And as you can see, while inheriting from that template, we write this particular code. So that's exactly the thing which we are going to do over here as well. So in order to save time, you could actually take any form which you already have from here. So let's take a look at the register form. So I could simply take up the register form from here, from register.html, take that particular code, go to posts, go to create.html, simply post that thing up over here. So this is also going to extend from the base template. It's going to have a block body, it's going to have a CSRF token, but the only thing is, instead of user form, we simply have to say form as p, and we also have the submit button as well. And instead of saying register, I would simply say post up over here. And also, as this particular post needs to post some image data, we have to set the ENC type of this thing to multi-part / form data. Once that thing is done, we are pretty much good to go, and the form will now be rendered without any issues, because the form is actually passed as a context here, and that form is simply being rendered here. Now the only thing which is remaining is to associate this particular view with a URL pattern. But even before that, you need to remember that while creating a post, only the users who are logged in should be able to create a post. That means now we need to login protect this route as well. And therefore, we add a login required decorator here. So at login_required. And we need to import that from django.contrib.auth.decorators. So here, from django.contrib.auth.decorators, import the login required decorator. Now let's go ahead and associate this thing with a URL pattern. And remember that as we have created a new app here, we actually need to create a new urls.py file in the posts app. So let's go ahead, create a new file, call it as urls.py. Let's associate this particular urls.py with the main urls.py which we have in our main project. So let's go to the main project's urls.py. And in here, just as we have included the URLs for the users, I would simply copy the same thing, paste it up over here, and instead of users, I will now say posts, and I would say include the posts.urls. Once this thing is done, we are now pretty much good to go. Now after that, we now need to add some code to the urls.py of the post, and for that you could actually copy the same code template which you have in your users app. So you could simply copy this, go back to the posts app, go to the urls.py of the posts app, paste this thing up. And right now, instead of having so many paths, let's delete all of them except for one, so that we could modify that as per our own view, and also remove the other imports which are not required. And in here, we now have to associate the view. So let me close the rest of the things. So here we have to associate a view which is post_create. So here I would say views.post_create, and let's name this thing as create. And also let's have a path for create. So let's say this thing says create. Okay, so once this thing is done, now whenever we visit posts/create, we should be able to render this view. So in the next lecture, let's go ahead and let's test out this functionality and see if everything works well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.